Hi everyone, it's Henry Purchase here. We are in Dubai. I'm currently on my way to Caesar's Palace, and in this video I'm going to take you through a day in the life of running a software company, and make sure you stick around to the end where I show you how much money I've earned 3 weeks after launching my software. So stick around, guys. Now this isn't of course a normal day in the life. I don't live in Dubai. I'm not coming to Caesar's Palace every day. It's Sunday the 11th of December. Hopefully this is going to show sort of a little sneak peek of the sort of stuff that I get up to when I'm travelling a lot, when I'm doing podcasts, when I'm working with my friends. I think it'll sort of show really good exposure of all of that, as well as show little snippets of the podcast we're going to be doing. And then of course I'm going to show you a screenshot of, I'll show you live on Stripe what the software has been doing, to provide full transparency on what the growth has been over the past couple of weeks, and then what the plans are in the future. Now in terms of a bit of a day in the life, currently what I'm doing, so I'm in Dubai for a holiday, but today we're actually recording a podcast for a podcast that I co-host, the Born Ambitious podcast, and we've actually managed to sort out a presidential suite in Caesar's Palace, which is absolutely incredible. I'll show you the views now. So it's absolutely incredible views. We've got 2 balconies, and look at this for the view. Now, I'm not staying here. We've literally just got it for the day in order to film the podcast. So this is not, as I said at the start, it's not a typical day in the life. But some really cool things going on. And in terms of the software, things are going really well. So I'll show you later in the video in terms of the MRR we've got and how much money we've earned so far, but the progress the product is going through has been excellent, and I'll add a little bit of a screen recording in now. And essentially you can see that we're starting to add more features that are based upon quantitative and qualitative user feedback. We're doing user interviews, we're seeing how people are using the product, and we're making changes, and we're adding new features to provide more value. And we've also then just took on someone to do product, Louis, who I've worked on in the past with my previous software business. Probably the most talented person that I have ever met. He's going to be doing our user experience, user interface work, user testing, wireframing, and product development, and he'll work alongside the development team to ensure that the product is moving as fast as possible. And I'll just show you now our sort of back end. We track all of the tasks on Jira, and this is what our product user feedback goes from there, and then goes all the way through into the epics, user stories and tasks, which the development team then breaks down and starts development from there. Now what we have had happen, because it's an opt-out free trial, which essentially means that people put in the credit card information, and unless they cancel, they'll automatically go onto the paid plan from the free trial. We've had probably 4 people that they got charged and then cancelled their subscription immediately, because essentially you get it where people sign up to things, they forget that they're even using it, and then they cancel. So it's, I'm not gonna lie, there's always gonna be a little bit of disappointment when I see someone unsubscribe, because I want to be able to keep everyone. I know that's not possible, but I want the churn to be as low as possible. I want to provide that much value that people never ever unsubscribe. That is the ultimate aim, where I want to get to. So yeah, things are going fantastically well. The team is developing quite a lot, and we've actually got some really exciting news that's going to be happening, and we're looking to do a rebrand. So I've got my SEO agency, Reporter Media. Currently the software sits under the SEO agency, but we're looking to a rebrand. We're looking to spin out the software from the agency, and that's why we've expanded the team even more recently, in order to bring in the talent to be able to execute on that. So things are really exciting time. So now we're just going to be filming a episode of the Born Ambitious podcast. It's a podcast that I co-host with my friend Lewis Evett, and essentially as I've said, we've got Caesar's Palace in order to record it. I also run a travel blog with my girlfriend, so I've been able to get the space because of that. You're going to see some clips now just that I've taken from the podcast, but I will link the podcast down in the description. So if you are interested, that is more business advice that I share in that, not the sort of stuff that I share on this YouTube channel, but feel free to check it out if it's of interest. And as I said, I'm going to put in some clips now. It's a big thing, like no matter where, it's there's a saying called like burn the ships.
Yeah.
Burn the ships, is it?
I've never heard that, but
essentially, I think it was the Spanish when they arrived in the US, to give themselves no chance of leaving and no other option other than conquering America.
Succeed, yeah.
When they arrived, they burned the ships. And I think that like doing the kind of stuff that we do, we give ourselves no other choice other than to be successful. We said we were doing a podcast in Dubai, we had no venue, no guests, no one to do the videography.
Yeah.
But yet we just put ourselves in the position where we did that, and we're at the best hotel in Dubai. A lot of luck went into it, Lou put in a lot of work for it. But it's the same for like business or whatever you do, you have to burn the bridges, give yourself no chance other than to succeed, burn the ships.
You've obviously launched your software within the last week or two.
Yeah.
Henry's doing it's not a daily vlog, but vlogging like basically a day in the life of launching your software.
Yeah.
So why don't you tell people a bit about that and where they can find that?
Yeah, so my YouTube channel is just Henry Purchase. Essentially on that it's going to be 50% sharing SEO tips, particularly for Squarespace, to providing value to my software customers, because it's a Squarespace SEO plugin, and the other half is going to be not necessarily vlogs, but just showing what goes into building a software company, the highs, the lows, the things that I've learned, because what we've learned in the last year is ridiculous, and if I could have been able to have shared that to myself a couple of years ago, that would help me accelerate so much. So I want to share that on my YouTube as well and document growing my agency. In terms of my agency, I'm scaling to minimum 100k months by September. Software itself, I'm going to have 1,250 users by the end of the year. So there's a lot of growth that's to come, and I'm also going to be traveling the world with my girlfriend, which will be really exciting as well. We've got our travel blog, a travel TikTok, travel Instagram, which she primarily runs. A couple of things to do.
There we go.
Which is been incredible, and it's fortunate enough to earn us money. She bought a MacBook using the money earned from it, so it's going to be a big year for me. It's quite monetary and number focused, but I find that I like to have big goals, because then the journey on the way to achieve those is a lot more. I've just been going around the whole hotel capturing content for our travel page. So essentially, part of the deal for us to come to Caesar's Palace was to capture content here, not only for the podcast but also for the travel blog. So not only do I run the marketing agency, software business and travel blog, but obviously also a co-host of a podcast. So yeah, very busy at the moment, which is why I'm recording this on a Sunday. As I said, not a normal day in the life. I've just got a little bit of work that I need to do at the moment. Essentially, as I've shown you before, I track everything on my Notion page. It has all the tasks that I need to do. It has all of the reminders that I need. I always get, maybe some people watching this will sort of resonate, but I get quite anxious when I go away, because now we've got 12, 13 clients. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be done. There's a lot of deliverables that are sort of on my head to go through. The team is ever expanding, which helps me out a lot. But I always find that on the last day of a holiday, I need to spend a few hours. I've probably spent 2 hours a day working while I've been on holiday, and now I need to do another 2 hours. I'll probably do 4 or 5 hours tomorrow on the plane as we come back, because for me, I'm here to relax. I find relaxed working when I just need to get stuff done. What I definitely don't find relaxing is being anxious and having a load of stuff that I need to get done. When I get back, I'm rushed, I'm going into it and I don't know what I've got on. This helps me sort of really calm down. It helps me relax. So all I'll be doing now is just making sure that I've got the week ahead of me set out, as well as also firing off some articles for some of our clients, as well as doing a couple of messages I've had. So I always want to have complete transparency on this channel, and one of the things that I'm going to be doing here is actually showing you a screen recording of my Stripe account. So as you can see here, this shows the last 7 days, and in fact I can probably change it to the 7th to the 11th. Obviously the 7th is 2 weeks after I launched the software, so we're now just over 4 days after launch. So you can see how many payments I've had. I've had 26 people successfully pay for the software, and I believe 38 total customers. See net volume from sales, £220. So the software, our MRR is going to be somewhere above that. I'm really, really grateful, and obviously this is only the beginning. So I'm going to blast out a little bit more work. just going to capture any content that's needed here, and we're just going to make sure that I've got everything we need, because I'm definitely not going to be able to afford to stay in this room anytime soon. So a lot of hard work ahead, and yeah, I'm probably going to just sum up the day at the end, just show you a little bit more of what I'm up to. Final thing, I have just checked through to count how many customers. So 41 total businesses signed up for the software, and I believe we've had about 7 people unsubscribe. So we've got, 34 paying businesses on the software at the moment, which we beat the goal. The goal was to have 30, so really happy for that. And obviously we're building up to the public launch. So yeah, complete transparency, 34 at the moment. Here's to the next 34 and hopefully many more. Yeah, it is. When I got in last night, it was about -4, so hence me and Paloma are wrapped up with the heating on. Fab. Well, I guess we can continue as usual. I don't mind recording the meeting as well if you need. Yeah, I guess we can provide a little bit of an update from our side in terms of what's going on. As you can see, guys, I am now back from Dubai. I'm back in the UK. I believe it's about -4, and I'm straight back at it. We had a customer call with an existing customer, but a new project that we're starting on. Really exciting times. They're based in Australia, so bright and early start, 6 a.m. Thanks to Paloma for also jumping on. She's gone straight back to sleep after this. But yeah, really, really exciting times, new project. I didn't get to record the full day in the life after the podcast because it was all pretty boring. We went to grab some food. It wasn't really work related. But this just shows we're right back at it. I feel very rested and recovered, and it's going to be an exciting time for agency and software customers because we're going full steam ahead and we're going to provide some amazing results. So make sure you stick around. The next video that I put out will actually be an SEO tip video. As I said, I'm going to be sharing 50% of this channel going to be SEO tips for Squarespace users, for people looking to get on page 1, and the next video is going to be all about that. So stay tuned, guys, and obviously if you've got any feedback, let me know, and please subscribe because it helps my channel get more reach and it helps more people sort of learn exactly what I'm doing to achieve page 1 rankings and maybe even grow their software business.